You wrote a takeaway article for the Orange and Brown Report. Just takeaways from that game against the Bills yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Quinshon Judkins injury, which is incredibly unfortunate, this was sort of a game where the Browns just fought, played hard. They gave a playoff team what many consider to potentially be the favorite to win the AFC, particularly with the Ravens banged up and potentially missing the playoffs, with the Chiefs out of the playoffs, that this is sort of the year for the Bills. And the Browns gave them all they could handle. Now, ultimately, a couple turnovers, the botched field goal, and just not being able to get a couple drives late had them fall short. But in terms of the cast of characters you saw moving the ball against the Bills defense, this was a game where you needed to have a program to pick some of these guys out. Raheem Sanders and Travion Williams and Isaiah Bond and Malachi Corley. And yet the Browns were able to move the ball and do it in a way that like we've wanted to see them do it all year, which is running the ball. And yes, that's through the lens of the 30th ranked run defense. And there were a couple other things, but like, overall, the offensive performance, particularly the way they came out of the game or out of the gate, was really impressive. I mean, this is sort of the thing. I think the way the Browns started against the Bears uh, is sort of indicative of how a young team operates. That you put them in such a bad position early, and it feels like, oh, here we go again. And I think there's a little bit of that. Meanwhile, the Bills game, this was a situation where the Browns had success early, and the Bills let them hang around and let them believe. And this is the result you get. And this is sort of the growing pains they're going to have to endure. But, for all the things that we can say about this team, like they fought, maybe they got about as much as they can get out of this group, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, but it was at least entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and to your point, running the ball, those offensive linemen were the same guys that have struggled quite a bit this year. Conklin was out; he was finally put on season-ending IR. So it was the second group of offensive linemen that did the job as well.